So when it comes to the affairs of the BCCI, we have a bit of a breaking news update as far as that is concerned, because the Supreme Court now has lifted the ban that has been imposed on Anurag Thakur. Now remember, Anurag Thakur was the head of the BCCI for a certain amount of time. But when the Lodha committee panel was formed, after that, what happened is that Anurag Thakur had to leave the post of the BCCI president because he had committed perjury, meaning he lied under oath, and that is the reason why he was removed as the head of the BCCI. Now, this is what the order happened in the Supreme Court today. Now, we find this fit case. That is what the the judge has said, major Supreme Court relief. And this is what bench of CJI Suryakant and Justice Joymala Bagchi, they passed this particular order. We find this a fit case to apply the doctrine of proportionality to hold that this court did not intend to impose a lifelong ban and neither that is warranted. Anurag Thakur has already tendered an unconditional apology which was accepted by this court. Thus, we modify para 2 of Jan 2, 2017 to the extent that Anurag Thakur shall be free to participate in the affairs of the BCCI as per the rules and the regulations. So, Senior Advocate Patwalia was he was appearing for Anurag Thakur, and he pointed out that the ban has been ongoing since 9 years and has not been lifted now, which will lead to a lot of hardships. Now, the other advocate, Gopal Shankar Narayanan, who was appearing for the Lodha committee panel, he said that the court, through various orders of this court, led to the ultimately said direction. The court had only directed in its 2017 issue that yes, the verdict was that Anurag Thakur would be banned. So, the top court had ordered the former minister to forthwith cease and desist from being associated with the BCCI and initiated contempt and perjury proceedings against him. Okay. Now, what had happened? When in 2017, the COA was taking charge of the BCCI, the Committee of Administrators, at that time, prior to that, when all the recommendations were there, Anurag Thakur had lied under oath. What was it? He had committed perjury, meaning lying under oath that he had implemented the Lodha panel. It was starting, but nothing had happened. Anurag Thakur, remember, did not fall prey to the tenure. Neither did he fall foul to the age gap. Neither did he fall foul to the successive tenures in that sense. Age, tenure, cooling off, Anurag Thakur had actually not fallen into any of those categories. But unfortunately, he fell foul due to perjury. He lied under oath in the Supreme Court. And that is why now Anurag Thakur, at this point in time, 9 years it's taken. In January 2017, the order was passed. And since then, the order has been modified. So now this paves the way for the Supreme Court now. And this paves way for Anurag Thakur to potentially enter back into the BCCI fold. Remember, it was under his administration where certain things were being done in the BCCI. For example, bringing of the women's contract, centralization of the women's contract scheme. So that is the one thing. And Anurag Thakur, remember, had bought in several new stadiums. For example, HPCA, Dharamshala, is his brainchild in more ways than one. So yes, this is the current situation as far as the BCCI is concerned. So a major development today that the Supreme Court has just removed the ban on Anurag Thakur, and now he is free to participate in any of the affairs of the BCCI now. So it is indeed a major development at this point. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this update. And Anshu Mishra saying that U-turn is tough now at PCB and even ICC will fulfill their demand. Look, I'm not going to get into all of that. This is the first thing about the news which is there, that the Supreme Court has now said that yes, the ban has been overturned. Now you are free to do, you can now enter into the BCCI at this point. So relief for Anurag Thakur, 9-year exile from the BCCI potentially has ended. Whether he'll come back in the BCCI in any form, that we have to wait and watch. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.